Hey everybody, welcome back to the One More Podcast. Today we're going to do something a little differently. We are going to go on a Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure. So I figured it'd be kind of fun to try that out. Maybe this could be a recurring segment. I don't know. I bought the book, and so now I think I just figure we read through it, or if we die, we die, or if we try and do the best part and we can do checkpoints or something. Who knows? But with further ado, we are going to be reading... Hold on, I need to skip to the title so I can actually read it. Goosebumps, Escape from the Carnival of Horrors. Ooh. And
chills
for everybody.
Chills.
I'll put a picture in the bottom of the screen. This is the cover.
I'm spooked.
So we're going into
I think I got goosebumps.
Oh,
whoa!
Damn,
is that why it's? Oh my God, Blake!
God, Blake, that was so stupid.
Blake, that was pretty good.
Were you going to introduce the cast?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Or,
I guess that's kind of important. So, to the right of me is my good friend Cole. He is here from Austin, and we get to hang out whenever he's in Dallas.
Welcome, Cole.
Thank you.
Hi,
You're
Cole.
welcome.
Nice to see you again.
And right in front of me, we have a consistent person who never wants to leave my podcast, even though I insult him all the time, is Blake. Yay.
Did you want me to respond to that?
I mean, if you want to, go for it.
He's being so mean. He's not.
And then
I know. I'm the Toby of the group. It's okay.
And that's totally fine.
And
then we have
I
Evan.
prefer Toby over you.
All right, you guys ready to jump into
Hi,
this?
I'm Evan.
Yes. Hello. I already said that.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm
Hello.
Evan.
We're going to
I'm
come
Yuval.
back to that little
Nice to meet
comment
you.
that you just made, Evan.
All right. Anyways, jumping into it.
We'll talk about it later.
Talk about this.
I'll try and do voices, but I probably won't get to. What do you want to do? I don't know, Patty. What do you want to do? Not fair, Brad. I asked you first. Patty and Brad, your two best friends, arguing, as usual. It's the last week of August, and Patty and Brad haven't stopped fighting since your summer vacation started. Patty likes being bossy. You don't mind. It's not a big deal. It's hard to win a fight with her anyways. You don't know why Brad even tries. You guess it's because he doesn't want to look like a wimp in front of a girl. There's nothing to do. I guess I'll just go home, Brad says. He shoves his hands in his pockets and shoulder shrugs, and as he sort of shrivels up, guess Brad is kind of a wimp, even if he is your best friend. So boring, Brad, Patty complains. Whenever Patty complains, her freckles really pop out, now that there are a million of them spread across her face. Hey, I know what we should do, Patty suddenly bursts out. Go to page 2. Let's bike over to Bennett's Field and watch them set up the carnival. I don't know, you answer. It's getting dark, and Bob said I have to be in by 9. It's only a quick bike ride, Brad says. Are you some kind of wimp? Brad, calling you a wimp? You can't believe it. Okay, you agree. But if it's as bad as last year, we won't be there. There won't be much to see.
I have a question
Yeah,
real
what's up?
quick. So we're our own character. That's the you. Okay,
Yes.
so we're with Patty and Brad.
Yes, and so we're about to investigate a carnival
setup.
Sure.
Okay.
Brad's giving me a bad feeling, guys. I just want to say
I really
that now.
don't like Brad.
Yeah,
Really.
I
and
vote
that's okay.
Brad off the island.
I hope he gets killed this season.
Brad's
too.
gonna be the guy that
Whenever
gets
we're
us
at that
into shit.
impasse, yeah, probably.
There's a bear chasing us. We're tripping Brad.
Down.
Don't you remember the main attraction? You remind them. The ride they called the Terror Track? It's turned out to be a baby choo-choo train that circled around and around and around. It doesn't matter what you say, Patty made up her mind. You're going to ride over to the carnival. A hot, humid breeze blows in your face as you pedal along. Patty's in the lead, no surprise, and Brad's puffing behind you. It's dark by the time you reach Bennett's Field. You and your friends drop your bikes in the grass and race across the moonlit field towards the huge carnival wooden fence that surrounds the huge wooden fence that surrounds the carnival. Turn to page 3. Look at that. We're already at page 3. Look at that, guys.
How many pages?
Reading comprehension. Whoa.
Thank you. As you reach the carnival entrance, you hear music coming from the inside. Ooh. Not the usual corny organ stuff they always play, but something really strange.
Sad but true.
The sounds familiar and totally new at the same time. Brad stretches his neck to try and peer out over the fence, but no luck. The fence is way too high. Yep, Patty jiggles the padlock on the gate. It's sealed shut. I guess we have to wait until tomorrow night when the carnival opens, Brad says. No way, Patty says. Let's climb the fence now. Are you crazy? Brad said. We'll get caught. Come on, there's probably no one in there, Patty replies.
Is this Bob's Burgers?
And how long has Patty been playing shot put for the Swedish Olympic team?
I don't know. Your friends turn to you and cast a deciding vote. You glance at your watch. It's almost 9 p.m. You're going to go home in time. You should start back now. What are you going to do? If you decide to go home, turn to page 10. If you decide to climb the fence to get inside, go to page 6.
How good
Page
is
6. Climb the
hold
fence.
on. How good is my home life?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You hang out.
We're really
hold
fucking doing
on.
this.
You hang out with Patty and Brad, and they argue all the time. So I'm assuming hanging out with them is not as bad as hanging
So
out
I'm
with your
just kind of
family.
third wheeling.
Oh no, I don't think anything's between them. I'm just thinking.
Well, if they are, we know Patty definitely wears the pants in the relationship.
That's very
right
true.
Now.
That's very true.
But-
So Blake, do you want to go back to your home life?
I am appalled.
No, because then a clown's gonna come at my house. I might as well just face it head on, like
That's
Luke
true.
in the cave. Let's
That's
just
true.
go.
How many splinters would all get?
We'll
Fence.
have to figure that out.
Very true. Yeah.
Well,
I say we just do the stupid brave thing and climb the fence.
is it brave
this isn't,
though?
This isn't Scooby Doo. Like this is real life.
Let's
There's
split
a
up,
mystery,
gang.
gang.
This is not real life. It's a fucking book, Blake.
Based on a real life.
Based on a true story.
Yeah.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
heard
my-
about the Carnival Massacre of
Yeah,
1967
yeah. Sorry,
in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
My bad.
Because neither have I. Let's go over the
All right.
fence.
Okay, going over the fence.
Shit.
Page 6.
I'm trying, but it's highlighted. So okay, there it is.
I'm
Okay.
guessing if we go home, we died because what
it might
page-
just end.
Well then,
It
so
tells you to go to different pages in the book, so it doesn't matter
Oh,
front or
okay.
back. It's just random locations.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, let's do it. You say to your friends, "Let's climb the fence." Patty is halfway up before you finish speaking. You let Brad go next. You're last. It's hard to climb up. There's really no place to on the fence to get a good grip, but you make it to the top. Swing your legs over and tumble down. You land to the grass. You're inside. Excuse me. You and your friends gaze around. It's pretty dark. The only light comes from torches. At first, the carnival looks the same as it always does. Dinky rides, hot dog wagons, and the light starts to flicker in every corner of the field. The rides start to move, as if the whole place is magically coming to life. Hey, look at that giant roller coaster! You exclaim, pointing up ahead. They never had a roller coaster here before. Yeah, Brad agrees. I'm sorry, Brad's going through some changes. And the whole place is a lot bigger than last year. This is awesome, Patty says as she sprints towards the rides. You and Brad take off after Patty. You all stop in front of the roller coaster. Wow, Patty says as she gazes up at it.
Art
It's like a
Simpson.
rocket to outer space. Beyond the roller coaster, you spy a castle surrounded by a moat, and a spooky haunted house sitting high atop a hill. These are the coolest rides I've ever seen, you say. They still have that dumb choo-choo train over there, you point out, but we could ride all the stuff all night and never go near it. Patty grabs your arm and tugs you over by the other side of the carnival to the midway. Brad races after you. Hey, where are all those dinky wooden booths from last year? You ask as you gawk at the amazing games of chance. They're gone, and in the place are giant video games and huge spinning wheels suddenly with hundreds of blinking colored lights. Get a load of that, Brad suddenly cries out. You and Patty spin around, and you can't believe what you see. What?
It's a homeless man.
Oh, gosh. Hold on. I have to go to page 87.
All right. So wait, hold on. What was the decision we were making?
It's following along.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Very, very interactive story so far.
Yeah, really. I'm just trying to paint a picture for you, okay?
Okay.
What kind of paint are you using? Oil, watercolor?
Goosebumps.
Metallic.
Yes.
Goosebumps become Carnival.
Why the heck can I
Chills. Literal chills.
I'm crying.
They're
Hold
called
on a second.
Goosebumps.
having technical difficulties here?
Yes.
The story doesn't continue.
We died.
Thank you for purchasing Goosebumps Carnival Adventure.
For the next chapter, please insert credit cards.
Gotta buy the DLC.
Yeah. I mean, it is an ebook.
With a small price of $65.95.
Why can't I? What the heck is wrong with this?
Ebooks should have like loot boxes
No.
to get bonus pages.
Fuck out of here. Fuck off. This is recorded and being posted on the internet. Look at what you're doing. You're going to give them ideas.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We need to
because people
patent
listen
this.
to my podcast.
Yeah, dude.
And important executives are listening to my podcast right now.
It's okay.
Thank you.
I don't know.
EA is going to be like, let's get into the book market.
Dude, that's so smart.
To complete this book, buy loot boxes.
All right. We're having
Darth Maul
technical
appears out of the
difficulties.
wilderness.
Book coin.
By the way, Solo, what'd you think?
I haven't seen it yet. Seen it Thursday. I'm sorry. I've been out of town. I was in North Dakota.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying a word. Did I say a word? I'm just very much looking forward to your.
I'll let you know.
opinion.
Here's the thing. My prediction is entertaining, but okay all around. Just like okay, but an entertaining, fun.
What,
fun
Blake?
ride.
Did you like Rogue One or this one better?
That's
I like
what I'm
Solo
excited.
better.
Really?
Yeah, because Rogue One went through the same trouble that Solo did with extensive reshoots and everything, but the difference is at least they provided a lot of backstory to where I gave a shit about the characters in Solo,
Right.
Cool.
and I guess they had a lot of backup. They had 3 or 4 movies technically of
Right.
character build up for Solo, but I still like for Rogue One there were a bunch of scenes in the trailers that never were used that would have built up Jen's character a lot more in Rogue One. And so at the end, whenever they all die, it's kind of like, cool, but let's just get to the Darth Vader scene.
Right.
You know? But for Solo, it's, I don't know. They took a
It's
lot of time.
Spoiler.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Rogue
spoiler.
One after 3 years, then go see Rogue One.
The thing is with Rogue One also is they ruined the Darth Vader scene at the end by having like the whole dad joke Darth Vader stuff in the middle. If they had left that out,
Which dad jokes?
well, where he's like doing his helmet thing and what's his face walks in and then he like makes a pun choking him.
I disagree with
yeah.
that though, because even in the original trilogy, Darth Vader is very snarky and very sarcastic.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's not that scene doesn't work. It's that if
His
they had taken
badass
him out,
level.
the badass level at the end would have been amazing. If that was his one scene in the movie, is we've been waiting. This whole
yeah,
time,
okay,
like, when
yeah.
is he gonna
I
come,
do
when is he
agree
gonna
that
come?
it would have been more impactful.
Yeah, but
in
I
that
guarantee
regard.
those Star Wars fans would have been like, "That's it." If that's all they got, like I
Probably.
know Star Wars fans, that's exactly what they have done. I think
What
that's
do you
that Darth.
No.
Well, no, I'm saying that Darth Vader, the beginning Darth Vader scene, left us with that idea in our head, like for real, like that was Darth Vader's scene, and then that made the scene with Darth Vader at the end, like oh shit. Oh shit, kind
That's
of
true.
thing. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what I did in the theaters when I saw the red lightsaber go on. I was like,
This is
shit, shit. Like I was all hyped up, ready to see that scene because I had seen the Darth Vader, and I was telling my little brother, like, there's got to be more. Like, there's
Right.
got to be more. And then sure enough, once you heard his breath, once that escape pod closed, I was like, yes.
He about to do it to him.
It was so badass. But I don't know. I just feel like Solo, they did a great job for what they had to do. It was very entertaining. It was hilarious. Childish Gambino was perfect as Lando.
Good.
And
That's his legal name, Childish Gambino.
fine. Donald Glover was perfect as
Gambino?
Lando. And
Childish Gamblover.
and I like how the lead actor didn't try to do an impersonation of the old Han.
Okay, that's what I was worried about.
He's not.
I was worried that going in, I'm not going to be able to see Han Solo. I'm going to see a guy trying to play Harrison Ford playing Han
He's
Solo.
not. He's not doing the hold on to your guts, kid. Like he's not doing any of that. It's very
Okay.
much a 21-year-old Han Solo that's just sarcastic, probably a little bit more sarcastic, and like you're gonna like it.
Okay.
There will be some little Easter eggs. I'll be like, okay, that was cheese, but then there will be some that you're like, that's awesome,
Good.
and so you'll be looking forward to it. It's gonna be good.
Did you like Last Jedi?
I didn't.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. I respect them for taking risks. However, those risks were unnecessary, and the 30 minutes of Finn and Rose were probably my next to Jar Jar Binks. That was my least favorite Star Wars epilogue
Aw.
of all time.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I could not stand that whole thing because it showed that was not. I could tell that was not J.J. Abrams' like vision for how this trilogy would go.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's doing the third one, right?
yes,
I feel so bad for him because he set up all this stuff in the first.
he set up
Then it was
Snoke. He set up
dismantled.
Rey. He set up Luke training Rey that we never got. Like that's the thing that's so frustrating about Star Wars fans is they were really pissed about The Force Awakens when there was like it's too much like the originals, and then The Last Jedi came and it's like this is not Star Wars. Like this makes no sense.
Yeah,
like
this isn't the originals.
right, you've got to find a balance, and I think JJ did a much better job than Ryan Johnson did.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I liked.
Are we ready though? Sorry,
okay.
we're gonna cut this a little short.
No, we can do Goosebumps. Yeah. Let's
All
go
right,
back.
cool. All right, awesome.
We can talk about Star Wars for hours. It would not end. And if you want to listen to my real thoughts on The Last Jedi, go to our movie review over The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
And I went off.
yeah.
I can't believe you didn't invite me to that.
Because it was before I could do the Skype integration.
Or I'll just go off after we're done here.
You're staring at a sign that reads "World's Freakiest Freak Show."
Can we start over? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, let's start from the very beginning.
Okay.
Patty,
No.
Brad, and
The
I.
three of you gape at the pictures. There's a three-headed man with the ugliest collection of faces you've ever seen, and the snake lady, a young blonde girl with a beautiful face and the body of a slithering snake. This is, you start to say, but you don't finish, because there's a large hand comes down on your shoulder, hard. You slowly turn and gaze up at the huge man with shoulders wider than a refrigerator. He has coal-black eyes with a thick mustache to match. He looks strong enough and mean enough to pitch you over the fence with one hand. "What are you doing?" His deep voice booms. "You're not allowed in here. Get me pictures of Spider-Man," he says, pointing directly at you. "We're sorry," you say, hoping you appear sorry and not just scared. "We wanted to look around. That's all. We wanted to leave right now." His eyes stare at you, claps both hands down on your shoulders and say, "You're not going anywhere." What do you mean?" Brad asks, trembling all over. "I just had a great idea, the man replies. "I want you kids to stay and try out the rides before the grand opening tomorrow." Patty's eyes is wide open. "Cool," she says. Are you sure it's all right with the owner?" you ask. Of course, like, you're the one who, like, is it okay? Is everyone allowed? Is this fair?
Is everything up to code?
"I'm Big Al, the manager, and what I say goes around here." Big Al digs around his checkered jacket and pulls out 3 maps. He hands one to each of you. "Study them carefully," he says. "If you have any questions, ask them now." Your eyes fall upon the map. You have a question, but when you gaze up, Big Al is gone. "He vanished. A whole carnival to ourselves," Patty exclaims. "Where should we start?" You stare at your map once again. You notice that the carnival is split in half. One side are the rides, tons of them. The other side is the midway, packed with games of chance and the freak show. Which do you try first?
Do we get to ride the hot dog ride if we go to the rides?
I mean,
Hot dog
maybe.
ride?
We
Possibly.
have
My
the freak
vote
show,
is the midway
the freak
Why?
show.
Why midway?
because arcade games. And
Oh, that's
of-
true.
Yeah, but
games of
Ready Player
chance.
One is already a thing.
That is true.
What?
So,
What
like,
does that have to do with
has
anything?
nothing to do with this.
I don't know. Last time I went to a carnival in a small town, and I went to the freak show, and it was like a sign that said the world's biggest like rodent
Mm-hmm.
or like mouse
Did you
or
have fun?
whatever. No, because it was just a
cat.
possum.
Oh, okay.
So if this
Hell
is the kind of small town carnival that I'm used to, or the fair,
Right.
I'm just gonna go to the games.
But the
Alright.
thing is, they steal your money.
That's
Oh,
just-
you don't
but
think
there-
me
but there's
paying
no one
$20 to
here
see
to
a
steal our money.
half asleep possum?
But the rides.
Yeah, that is true.
Rides.
Rides might be fun. You,
You
go
can
on like
die on the
the
rides.
Superman or something.
Yeah, that's
or
why
Mr.
we don't want to
Freeze.
go to the rides.
But that's the fun of Goosebumps.
I don't
He's
want to
the
die.
death.
So
No,
Cole's the one
I'm
who wants to
here.
die, and Evan wants
He's
to
the
live.
chaotic evil guy. I'm like.
Cole,
the
would you be
lawful
okay with going to
neutral.
the Midway?
No, let's take it
Yeah,
to a
let's-
vote.
no,
We have
let's
people.
Oh, okay, all right.
Can we
we-
go back home?
No,
No,
we
it's
can go
too
to
late.
the Midway. We can go to the Midway.
We cool with the Midway?
We can go. To the
All right, we
Midway.
have the whole night, so
I
we
mean,
can
we
go
can also
to the
flip a
rides.
coin.
That is
We
true,
do
but we
have-
could vote.
We do have all
here.
night though.
Let's just do a wheel.
Flip.
Flip, do
Okay,
it.
all right.
Somehow designate sides
This
on that.
is heads.
All right, do it.
This is tails.
Go, do it.
Heads
We
is the
flip it.
midway.
I don't know the
Go.
difference.
Just
I-
flip.
I
I don't know. We
actually
can
can't
figure it
see.
out. That one's tails.
That's
Where
tails.
tails is up. So that's
Yeah,
tails.
that's
We're going
tails.
to
We're
the
going to the
rides.
rides.
All right.
Okay.
Heads I win, tails you lose, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Sure.
Let's go to the rides first, you say. The roller coaster looked awesome. Okay, Patty
Ooh,
agrees.
hot dog ride.
Over this way,
Change my
she
vote.
yells. She yells as she charges over to it. When you reach the rides, you can only stare in amazement. These are the most fantastic rides you've ever seen. The towering roller coaster, the soaring speedboats, the twisty slides. Everyone is in motion, whizzing, whirling, doing loop-de-loops, and they're all empty. No rides, no people in line. Cool, Patty exclaims. We have the whole place to ourselves. Brad's face turns a little green as his gaze swings from the supersonic space coaster to Doom Slide. What do you think they have? Do you think they have rides that go upside down? He asks. Come on, let's check out the roller coaster. Patty calls to you and Brad. They run off, staring. They run off to the starting gates. You stop and you crane your neck to gaze on the roller coaster's hill, and you gasp. Blake, give me a gasp. That was pretty good. That's like movie studio quality. That's pretty good, Blake. That's pretty good.
Dick.
All right. The tracks stretch up so high that they seem to touch the clouds. Your gaze follows from one car speeding around a sharp curve. It looks to be like a space shuttle. You notice that it has a safety harness and locks over your body. You've seen those before. You know that they know they keep you in when the ride turns upside down. You don't want to admit it before, but like Brad, riding upside down is not your favorite thing. Still, the coaster does look amazing. One part enters a tunnel, and you can see the car goes really fast. Really fast! You're just about to walk through the space coaster gate when you hear spooky organ music coming from behind you. You turn around. Looming in the distance is a dark and creepy haunted house. Cole, can I get some spooky music? You gaze down at your map. It's called the House of Horrors. I love haunted houses, and this one looks really scary. Now, you're not sure what to do. You won't have time for everything. The coaster or the haunted house? So yeah, guys, do you want to go to the haunted house or the roller coaster? All right, we're good with the soundtrack. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
I'm down for the haunted house.
Haunted
I
house.
feel like haunted house, you probably die faster.
Or the what?
The roller coaster, the loop de loops and the whatever crazy spaceship roller coaster.
Scoop.
Yes, whoop de whoop.
I got to get my last choice, so you guys can.
Oh, that's true. Cole did decide.
Like, what do you want to do?
Let's go haunted house.
Haunted house. All right.
That's like a tradition for me. Let's do it.
If you want to go to the or you want to go to the House of Horrors alone, go to page 64.
Alone?
If you decide to join Patty and Brad on Space Corridor Coaster, you go on board.
Alone. Let's fucking go.
Alone?
Yeah, we're gonna die.
Blake, you still want to do alone?
I always have a buddy whenever I go to the haunted house. I always have my football buddy
Man
that can keep me safe.
We're your imaginary friend. It's fine.
Come on, Blake.
Mama didn't raise a bitch.
All right. Here, actually, 1 second. I totally forgot. We need to set the mood.
But she did raise a Blake. And that's just
fine.
as bad.
That's okay.
Okay.
She raised me. She didn't give birth to me, so can't really get mad at her for that.
Hop on those keys and play us a tune.
Tickle the ivories.
I'll tickle some ivories.
I bet you would. Perv.
That's a piano.
This is not even going to show up on camera now. Can you see us? So are you just going to leave it like this?
Perfect. Aw. Well, then let's get like all of our phone lights and see if that works. No, it's all good.
Let's light some torches.
Was this Charleston? No.
Wow.
Trying to.
All right, so we're still going to go to the House of Horrors?
Yeah.
All right.
House
cool.
of Horrors? What?
I am down to go that. Let's go outside of Vegas.
The House of
it's
Horrors.
disgusting.
You have to see it. You have to go. I'll catch up with you guys later, you call to Patty and Brad. I'm going to check out the haunted house. You glance down at your map for the directions. The rickety wooden bridge over to your left appears to lead straight there. As you start across the bridge, the wooden planks creak under your feet. Cole, give me some creaking. Then the bridge begins to sway. You look down, way down. The bridge spans a deep, rocky gorge. Gulping, you grab the handrail. You move slowly. A strong wind blows from the canyon below. The bridge is swaying wildly now, tossing you from side to side. The massive spear of lightning splits the sky. Thunder rolls so loudly you lose your balance. Help! You scream as you tumble down the side and plunge towards the jagged rocks below. How can you save yourself? Make a grab for the side of the bridge, or flap your arms and try and fly.
Gotta grab the side of the bridge.
I'm gonna have to go with flap.
Careful, Icarus. Careful, Icarus. We gotta go for the bridge.
All right,
No.
Bridge?
Grab the fucking
Bridge.
bridge. All right, I just it doesn't now count if you hold the page, so you didn't actually go all the way.
Take it back. Take it back.
Take it back. All right, grabbing the side of the bridge.
I envision like a really friendly Frankenstein, like helping me up and taking me to safety.
That would be
What?
very nice.
What? We're three kids in an
Sasquatch is
amusement
my
park
daddy
with
and
some
he's
potential-
out to protect.
What was that movie, Monster Squad?
Monster Squad?
Yeah, where Frankenstein helps the kids fight the vampire.
Bigfoot is my.
No one knows.
father.
Okay, never
No,
mind.
I've never seen that. That
like-
sounds hilarious, though.
It's like a old Goonies wannabe sort of type of thing.
Oh, cool.
We need,
It's
to
like
watch,
any-
we need to watch the Goonies sometimes, guys. I haven't
Goonies
seen
is
I haven't
so
seen that
good.
movie in so long.
The first time I saw it, I had strep throat and I was delirious, and it was so good.
Hell yeah.
So good.
Yeah,
That movie already feels like a fever dream. So that was probably you probably like woke up the next day.
Well, that's the
like,
thing
man,
about
I
80s
slept
movies,
pretty
though.
well.
Yeah.
Like 80s movies are just better drunk or some kind of intoxicated because 80s movies by themselves, I can't get past the cheese.
I love that part though. I love the cheese of it. Here's the thing I like about 80s movies is they didn't feel as genre oriented. They had cheese, comedy, drama.
It was all
mystery,
it was all
adventure.
stuffed
all
into 2
in
hours.
one.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I look at 80s movies the same way I look at 80s music. There are
The
a couple of gems. There are a couple of great songs, great artists that popped up, but the rest of it
I hate
is
you
so
for what you're about to say.
is so bloated
Oh my
and
God.
arrogant. Like musically, if you look at like 80s hair metal,
Oh, that kind of stinks. You're falling. Everything passes as if you're dropping in slow motion. Is this the end? Yes.
We did it.
that's on me.
All right,
That's it.
start over.
We'll see what happens if we flap our wings.
So where do we
So
return to?
we can go back to
You
the.
can't fly, you idiot. You die.
Try it.
So,
All right,
do,
so we're gonna
do
try
we
and-
go back one step, or do we go back to the beginning and?
I'm
redo
down to
this?
just redo steps until we get
Yes.
to the
Until we get to
a different right choice.
Sure. I'm down.
All right, so flapping your arms and trying flying. You're falling. You can't think of anything else to do, so you start flapping your arms like a bird. At that moment, a huge gust of air shoots up from under you and blows you back onto the bridge. Breathing hard, you run the rest of the way across the rickety span. When you reach the other side, you glance back and gasp. The bridge in the midway beyond is vanished. Only a black void remains. Wow! Awesome special effects! You cry out loud. But it was your fall part of the special effects too. It didn't feel like it. You spin around and face the House of Horrors. Close up, it reads. Close up, it appears very, very creepy. Cobwebs drip down from its roof and eerie yellow lights glow inside. Cool! Next to the house, you spot a sign that reads, "Boat Trip to Nowhere." There are amazing speedboats that you can drive yourself. What should you try first? Do you want to go to the Boat Trip to Nowhere or the House of Horrors?
House.
Still going for the
That's
house?
what I came here for, and flapping our wings worked.
All right, sounds good. You start up the brick path of the House of Horrors. Suddenly, someone sneaks up behind you and taps you on the shoulder.
Oh
You
my
spin
God.
around and jump back. Standing in front of you is a bony skeleton, and it talks. "Don't go in there," the skeleton says, "or you'll end up like me."
Down.
You
Dope.
stare in terror as
Does that mean I won't be fat?
You stare in terror as the hideous creature then bursts out laughing. Wow, you guys really want to make the haunted house totally creepy, and this is going to be great, you say. You're still chuckling as you push open the giant oak door of the House of Horrors. It swings back with a long, loud creak. You step inside and find yourself in a narrow hallway. The door slams shut behind you, and a hall turns darker than the starless night. "I can't even see my hands," you exclaim. You stumble ahead slowly, pressing your palms against the walls that guide you. All right. When will this tunnel end? Look for your way out. You turn a corner and instantly blinded by glaring lights. You stand in the glaring lights. You turn the corner and instantly you're blinded by glaring lights. You're standing in a room of mirrors, walls, floors, ceilings, all mirrors. Everywhere you gaze, you're met with reflections of yourself. You take a few steps forward and bonk, you hit your head on the sawed glass. You move one step to the left and thank you, Blake, for the reverse camera. You move one step to the left. You daze copies of yourself that move in that direction. Total dizziness. You close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. Maybe you can find the exit with your hands.
Are you
Keep-
all your eyes closed?
Yes, my eyes are closed.
Okay, good.
Keeping till your eyes shut, you walk until your palms hit another glass wall. Then you hear a voice. "Come this way. Over here," it calls. You walk towards the voice. Bonk, a solid wall again. Finally, your hands find an open doorway. It leads to a mirrored hallway that goes left and right. Which way do you go? Left or right?
I'm a lefty, so lefty.
Left.
Left. All right, looks like we're doing left.
If we die. Then...
You turn left. Somewhere ahead of you hear laughter. "Is somebody there?" You call
Laughter.
out. Silence. You stare at your reflections in the mirrored hall. Am I trapped? You wonder. Am I in real danger? Or is this all a big scary joke? Your heart begins to race. You inch forward a few more steps, moving towards the laughter slowly. "Over here," the voice calls again. But now the voice seems to be coming from behind you.
Ah!
You turn back and head out in the other direction. Your reflections bounce off the wall at crazy angles. Are you walking straight or a rounded corner? There's no way to tell, yet this time you're sure that they're going the right way. Over here, a voice calls. Turn left again. Turn left again? Now you're really confused. If you turn left again, will you finally escape? You turn left. Somewhere ahead of you, you hear laughter. Is somebody there? You call out. Silence. Oh, shit. Silence. You stare at your reflection in the mirror hall. Am I trapped? You wonder. Am I in real danger? Or is this all a big scary joke? Your heart begins to race. Exactly. You move forward a few more steps. Moving towards them, you slowly laughter. Over here, the voice calls again. But now your voice seems to be coming from behind you. Help. Do you get it now?
Yeah.
We're in an infinite loop.
Oh.
Yep. And it's just going to keep repeating and repeating.
How long does it
How
go
long do you
for?
think it will take some
No, it just
6-year-old
flips
kid
back.
to figure that out?
Flips back to page 36 and 118.
Oh,
Just flips
really?
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Break the mirror.
All right,
So should we try and go right next time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we go to the boat trip. No, we have to go right. Yeah, it's the last choice we had to make.
And then if we die, we go back and do the boat
We
trip.
should have gone fishing.
Fuck that.
Fuck
Would have fished up
you.
a shark, dude, and died.
I mean,
Well, then we should have
got a
just
point.
gone home.
And that would have been like a super scary, like skinless blood shark or something, you know?
like a Game of Thrones white shark.
A ghost
Yeah,
shark.
I don't know. Be a skeletal shark.
Are you a Game of Thrones fan, Cole?
I've never seen an episode of Game of Thrones.
Same.
I want to wait until it's all done, and I'm going to binge the whole thing.
I guess that's smart.
Okay, so you stumble down the corridor to your right. As you peer from side to side, you're met with hundreds of images of you, and you look pretty baffled and scared. Hey, I could use some help, you call out. Silence. You ponder if you pound your fist against the wall. The walls start to move, just an inch or two. An inch or two closer to you. You take a step back, but the wall behind you is moving too. The walls are moving together. They're closing in on you. You're going to be crushed. The walls are closing in faster. You throw your arms and try and push them away, but it's hopeless. You're going to be crushed like a bug. You suck in a deep breath, and it could be your last breath you take. The floor is open beneath your feet. You drop down, 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 down. A long, agonizing scream escapes from your throat as you tumble through space. Will you ever hit the bottom? Incoming player. You hear a commanding voice shout. Incoming player! You hear a commanding voice shout. Stations, everybody! A layer of webbing catches you like one of those net trapeze artists use. Gasping, unable to understand what's
This
happening, you
Spider-Man
bounce
game
up
looks
and
awesome.
down. You snap your head around to the right, where you hear footsteps coming towards you. You're facing a short man with wrinkly skin and bloodshot eyes. His brushy black hair represents a scoring pad, and from the looks of it, it feels like 1, 2. His evil expressions makes you cringe. Evan, can I get a cringe? Oof. There you go. Thank you for the auditory. But he has nothing compared to the things in back of him. 2 7-foot-tall monsters, one with blue horns and bulging red eyes, the other scaly-skinned and alligator snout that snaps open and closed as he eyes you. The trio all wears lab coats, and from the eager way they're looking at you, you realize that you are the lab rat. You struggle to escape from the net. You're trapped in the webbing like a fly in a spider's web. Welcome to my humble laboratory, the short man says. I am Dr. Frank N. Stone, the mastermind who created the Carnival of Horrors. The Carnival of Horrors! You don't like the sound of that.
I kind of do.
Dr. Stone extends a long, bony hand to pull you from the net. When you peer into his face, his eyes roll up into his head. Pleased to meet you, he rumbles. Did he say, pleased to meet you, or pleased to eat you? You're not sure. You don't know. You don't want to hang around to find out. I've got to get out of here, you think. As the doctor lowers his hands a bit more, you wriggle your right foot free of the netting. You give him one hard kick in the stomach. Maybe you can make a run for the door. But what about the monsters? Can you dodge them? You change your mind. I'll wait. Play it cool until at least one of the beasts leaves the room, you say to yourself. Then you change your mind again. No, I'd rather make my way to the escape now. The doctor looms inches away, and you're still not sure what to do. You better decide fast. Hurry, do you try and kick the doctor and run, or wait until one of the monsters leaves and the odds are better than 3 against 1?
I think we run.
I'm a fighter. Let's do it.
You're going to stay? Or kick the doctor and run? Cole?
Yeah, let's try it.
I don't want this to end up like Hostel. Let's do this.
Or but the first Saw movie.
That is true, yeah.
I'm fighting. Let's do this. I'm throwing a punch.
The doctor leans over. He's so close now. His sour breath fills your nostrils. Then fingertips brush your hand, and pow! Your foot flies into his stomach. A direct hit, but nothing happens. He doesn't scream. He doesn't even moan. In fact, he doesn't seem to notice at all. He simply smiles at you.
He's made of
Now
stone.
you're scared, really scared, but you know you have to do whatever it takes to get out of over there. You have to find your friends and escape from the carnival of horrors. You gather up every ounce of courage and strength you have and kick him once more, harder. This time something does happen. Big time. Well, I'm going to mark us from the previous.
Checkpoint unlocked.
Right. Turn to page 67 to find out what. Thwomp! Your foot plows into the doctor's stomach again, but this time it smashes right through it and hits solid steel. The crunch of the metal echoes in the room, along with the doctor's scream. Aye! He wails like a siren. You gaze into the gaping hole your sneaker made. Thousands of circuits and wires burn, crackle inside of it. The doctor is a robot. Well, an ex-robot now. Your kick totally destroyed him. That's the good news. The bad news is headed for you. It's the monster with the blue horns and red bulging eyes. You scramble out of the net and dash to the door, but the monster's too quick for you. Tentacle arms shoot out and snatch you. Giant suckers at the end of his wrist circle your throat. You gasp for air as the monster pins you against the wall. Can you free himself from your oozing grasp? It's a try. Go to page 91.
I guess I'll try it.
Right? It's like,
Might
other
as
than
well.
what, right? The red-eyed beast leans towards you now, pressing hard against the wall. The monster moves his face closer to you. The jagged horns at the top of his head nick your cheeks. You can't bear it anymore. You bring up your hand with all your might and shove his head away from yours. As you watch in horror, the monster's head rolls off of his neck. The head tumbles to the floor and lands to your feet. The eyes glance up at you. You notice his hideous lips moving. That head, he said. That baby. He never finishes. You've destroyed another robot. Almost out of here, you whisper to yourself. Now all you have to do is slip by the crusty alligator snout creature guarding the door. You robots aren't so tough, you say to him with a fake bravery. Oh, the scaly beast croaks. Well, maybe not, but what makes you think that I am a robot? Dun dun dun. Turn to page 22. The creature slides one step closer to you, and with a burning stare he says, I'm not a robot. I'm not going to shut down, so don't bother with any of your silly human tricks. You stare at him. You study him hard. Is he lying? Is he a robot like the other two? Or could he be a lot more dangerous? Your knees begin to tremble when you think about never going home, never seeing your family and friends ever again. Tears start to sting your eyes. Angry tears. No carnival, not even a carnival of horrors is going to defeat you. You stare deeply into the evil eyes of the creatures hovering before you. Robot? A real monster? You finally decide. If you think the creature is a robot, try and knock his head off. Or if you think he's a real monster or something worse, stay cool.
I don't know. So it's the rule of 3 is what I always know. So if 2 of them are a robot, 1 of them isn't. So rule of 3.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. So this one's real because it's also on the front cover.
Oh, well, no, that's just an alligator. This could be this seems like an alligator creature standing up, kind of like Croc.
Why would he lie to us?
That's
Got
true,
a
yeah.
point.
Why would a bad guy trying to kill us lie to
Well,
us?
because if he is a robot, then
He doesn't
could be
want his
like-
kick.
He could be like, "I'm totally not a robot, and I'll fucking kill you," and we'll be like, "Yeah, you're right." And not
I
do
mean,
anything.
I think we should
Play it cool.
Well, I mean, whatever Evan says, because he's got the flapping wings right.
Oh, well then I'm out.
What? No.
he's out.
I want to befriend him.
So then you have to play it cool.
Okay, then
right.
that's my vote. Then.
Blake, are you
Yeah,
cool to keep your cool?
I think that's a
See
good
you
idea.
later, alligator.
All right, keeping your cool.
In a while, crocodile. I came up with that. That's my joke.
Copyright.
Copy wrong, bitch.
God.
Copy that.
All right.
Big Red standing by.
Simply Red standing by.
Okay.
Red October.
Something tells you that this monster is not a robot. This one is for real. Maybe it's his way, maybe the way he stares at you, or maybe it's the rows and rows of razor-sharp teeth jutting out of his mouth. You take a step back, he takes a step closer. A drop of his drool drips on your hand. It sizzles and burns. This is the end, you figure. You'll never escape the carnival of horrors. Never see your family or Patty or Brad again. The monster lifts his gigantic clawed hand. He waves it over your head, and then waits for his searing pain as it plunges down to strike you. But that's not what happens. The monster slowly lowers his hand and clutches at his own neck, and then pulls his own head off. And what you discover, what's underneath, you'll know you're still in big trouble. Uh-oh.
Huh?
Those eyes behind the alligator's snout, the beady eyes. You should have recognized them before. It's Big Al. Hey, you did a great job here, he says warmly. You've really got the stuff for Carnival of Horrors. Thanks, you mumble. But I really have to go home now. What's the rush, he asks, patting you on the shoulder. Aren't you having fun? Fun, you think, crushed between solid walls, then attacked by a bulging eye monster. Fun? No, this isn't fun. This is weird. Yeah, it's, yeah, it's been really great, but, I really do have to get home, you stammer. So if you'll just take me wherever Patty and Brad are and show us the way out, we'll be going.
They died.
I'm afraid that isn't possible, Big Al says. Just open the door and you'll understand. Uh-oh, you have no choice. You have to open the door. What happens? You open the door and a room bursts with the people who seem to be waiting for you. You think it's weird until you study them, realizing something even stranger. They're all dressed up in old-fashioned costume. Welcome to the Carnival of Horrors, the tall woman with the red parasol smiling. Nice of you to join us. The Carnival of Horrors is, the word shivers down your spine. The woman with the parasol whispers in your ear, don't you want to know the secret of the Carnival of Horrors? Sorry about that. Yes, you nod. The Carnival of Horrors comes alive in different places and a different time each night. Tonight, we're in your town. Tomorrow, we could be in another country. But every place we stop, we invite kids like you to join us. Thanks for the invitation, you say, but I gotta go. I'm sorry, the lady chuckles.
That's
Blake, give me a chuckle.
Like an old lady chuckle?
Yeah. That was pretty good. You can never escape from the Carnival of Horrors, she says solemnly, unless what? Turn to page 106. Dude, you're right. Unless what? You scream. Tell me. You can escape the Carnival of Horrors if you leave before closing time. And when's closing time? You shoot back. Well, when the last ride stops, the lady whispers, at midnight. You glance at your watch. 11:40, 20 minutes. That's not so bad. But how can you get out of here? And if the lady can read your mind, she says, there's only one right way. And then all around you, the crowd begins to chant, only one right way. Only one right. That's a really bad chant. Yeah. What is it? You scream. Which way? It's useless. They're not going to tell you. But it's not midnight yet. You still have time to figure it out unless the floor begins to tremble and the walls begin to shake. Earthquake!
That's a really unstable carnival.
Yeah, right?
Well, I mean, it is mobile.
Yeah, but OSHA's got to have something to say about this.
It just comes, excuse me, sir, you're
I've
breaking
gotten a hard hat.
regulations. A wave of panic washes over you as the walls crumble around you. You throw your arms over your head and close your eyes. Then silence. This shaking stops. When you open your eyes, the room and all the costume people have vanished. You are outside in the ride area. But the biggest surprise of all is that you spot Patty and Brad. Boy, am I glad to see you, you say, racing over to them. Excuse me, sorry, I was trying to burp, but it didn't really work. Where have you guys been? Brad shakes his head. You wouldn't believe the rides we went on. We've got to get out of here before midnight, you say. Quickly, you tell your friends about the warning from the old lady with the red parasol. No problem, Patty says. Look, I'm sure the exit is right over there, right next to the ride called the Hall of the Mountain King. No, it's that way, near the sign that says Halloween Express, Brad insists. Which one's the right way, Mountain King or Halloween Express?
Mountain King. I guess the Halloween one.
No, that's literally a song called "The Hall of the Mountain King."
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I'm retarded.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Mountain King.
All right. Sorry, Brad. I think Patty's right, you tell him as you turn towards the Hall of the Mountain King.
Also, fuck Brad. So, I think Patty's right.
You're right. I think I spotted an exit there when we first came in. Patty runs ahead. Look, she cries out, there's the path. It leads to the Hall of the Mountain Kings to the exit. Yeah, but who are those people up there? Brad asks. They're blocking the way. You peer up ahead and you see them. People in the old-fashioned clothes. They're still chanting, only one right
One
way.
way in.
Well, only one right way. And they're not going to let us. Brad panics. Okay. I have an idea, you say calmly. Let's go into the Mountain King ride. Maybe we can jump off at the end and sneak past them. Do we have another choice? No. Well, I mean, you do, because if you want to go to the Mountain King ride, turn to page 75. If you don't... What the frick? This was a double print. It says if you want to go to the Mountain King ride, turn to page 75. If you want to go to the Mountain King ride, turn to page 75.
I think we should go to the Mountain King ride.
Probably. That's...
Turn to page
Hold
75.
on. We should think about this.
Oh, yeah?
So, flip a coin.
Looks like we're going to
Looks
Hall
like
of the Mountain King.
Yeah.
The three of you climb inside the Hall of the Mountain King ride. Ooh, okay. A painted backdrop of rounded snow-capped mountains rises on your lap. on your left. The mountains, a big stone castle rests on the sunshine. A group of cheerful elves picks up flowers in the castle garden. To your right, you spot the ride. Wooden carts jump by real horses. Come on, you call your friends. Jump in a cart. This is great. We'll be out of here in no time. No time. That reminds you. You glance at your watch. 11:45. You all scramble into the carts and gain your reins. The horse plods forward as you pass through painted stone's archways. You gasp. Everything in the painted backdrop is now in front of you, and suddenly it's become real, but different. The snow-capped mountains begin a rise to the back, jagged peaks that pierce the sky. Big stone castle huddles in the scary dark hill, and the elves, they aren't picking flowers. They're... Oh, okay, we gotta wait. What are we saying? They're swinging axes! Oh my god, this is crazy. Your heart leaps into your throat as the elves move right roadside now, and they're... oh, shoot, what'd I do?
Bum, bum, bum.
You have died.
Down, 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 down.
Turn to page 175.
175 for the final countdown.
And now they're chopping to the horse-drawn carts ahead of you. The one cart splinters into a million pieces before their horrified eyes. The elves continue to the next cart. Their sharp blades slice through it. Your horse keeps trotting the steep path. You're headed down for the wildly chopping elves. Do something, Patty cries. You yank on the reins, but your horse plows ahead, pulling you forward, closer and closer. The chopping blades. Brad squinches down on the cart as he buries his head in his lap. Patty jumps in front of you. Together, you pull on the reins and scream, "Whoa, fellow, whoa!" But your horse trots onward. It's no use, you cry. We'd better jump. You stare over the side. You're riding in a narrow ridge, and there's a deep drop that makes your blood run cold. If you jump, you'll plunge into your death. Then you glance up ahead and spot a safer place to leap. Great. You look, you are about to show it to your friends when Brad cries out, "Look at the elves! They chop at the set times. We can get the horse to move faster. We can miss the axe." That's dumb. We should jump, Patty argues. What do you do?
I don't know. We've done good with jumping off things before.
That's
the
true.
Wings.
But I mean, if this is now a platformer, then you guys should be able to.
I don't know. I think we
maneuver
trusted
past
Patty here, but Brad, I think it seems obvious that we should go with Brad. Just
You think so?
full speed ahead.
Why is that obvious?
Because I seriously doubt in the children's book they're gonna say, "And you got your head chopped off."
I mean, this is Goosebumps, dude. There's
This is
literally
I'm not
like
very familiar
you're-
with Goosebumps.
People die.
you get like locked in a room forever,
I
and
have
you
a point.
Oh.
yeah. What's up?
Anyone know what I'm gonna say?
No, I don't.
I know what you're going to say.
What are you gonna say?
No, go-
Fuck Brad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. All right, so we're gonna.
I mean, honestly, he's probably right, but. fuck
all right.
Brad.
Well,
I
we
mean,
can,
I
we
just
can come
wanna-
back to this page. We'll save.
I want to fight the
Checkpoint.
elves.
No, let's fuck Brad. Let's go with Patty.
All right. Well, I'm
She's
still,
in Charlie Brown. She knows
I
what the fuck she's
still
talking
want to
about.
do a checkpoint. Checkpoint. All right, you decided to jump out.
Wait, what page are we supposed to be on?
That's the checkpoint. Page 32 is the checkpoint. We're going to
Not
page.
page 23?
Was it 23 or 32?
We were just on page 23.
Okay, whatever. 23. Perfect. We've got to jump, you tell Patty and Brad. It's our only way. Okay, Brad agrees as your cart inches to your chopping elves. Come on, you cry out now. Brad is too paralyzed with fear to move. You and Patty grab him and haul him out towards the side of the cart. Your cart has reached the elves. One of them smirks as he lifts his axe right above your neck. You picture his head tumbling down from side of the mountain. With a loud cry, all three of you jump, and you land with a thud at the rocky ledge. It breaks your fall, but the rock's too weak to hold all of you. You scream again as the edge tears loose and the world drops from your feet. You tumble over and down the side of the mountain. You squeeze your eyes shut and wait for the crash. Finally, you land. You glance up. You stand at the foot of the log flume ride. You, Patty, and Brad have lots of cuts and bruises, but you're okay. Terrific. You think until you spot an army of elves with their axes. They're rushing down the mountain towards you. The only escape is to enter the log flume rhyme, so you dash inside. The log flume reminds you of a western lodging camp, complete with log cabins, trees, trucks, and sparkling blue lake. In the distance, you can hear the buzz of chainsaws. Evan, give me a chainsaw. And down by the lake, giant cranes pick up logs and plop them in the water. Some of the logs are hollowed in the middle with the seats for passengers. As you watch, the current catches one. It glides over the edge of the waterfall, plunges over, and shoots down. You glance around. You spot an exit sign. Then, to your horror, a giant crane swings your way. Sorry,
weird
nice sound effect.
Right. Duck! You scream.
No, crane.
Will you make your way to the exit, or is this your lucky day? If you're reading this book on... Oh, wow. If you're reading this book on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday, go to page 14. If you're Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, go to page 71. Well, crap. Looks like we're going to have to go to the page
Monday.
114.
Well, that's just...
This is your lucky day. You duck as the crane swings over your head. Run, you shout to your friends. You glance at your watch, 11:55. You're really lucky. You can still make it out of the carnival by midnight. You see the exit up ahead, and you charge through the great gate. You feel really hopeful. Then you run into Big Al. He blocks your exit with a huge body. His massive hands are planted on his hips. No one escapes the Carnival of Horrors, he roars. You finally got a way out. Now, to your right of the entrance to Hollywood Express, you could try that, or maybe you could run down a different path. They've got to be exits around here somewhere. Choose fast.
Hollywood.
Sure.
Wow, this is fast decision making.
I said Hollywood.
No, Blake is. We're going to
I'm
Hollywood.
on board. Let's do this.
All right.
Seconded go.
We've got to get out of here. It's almost midnight, you say, as you turn to the Hollywood Express ride. Hey, maybe we could try one of these cars, Brad says, pointing out the red and orange cars that run on the track. The three of you crowd in the little car that's really meant for you two. You jam your foot on the gas pedal, and you're flying. All right, Brad cheers. We're on our way home. Hey, I wonder why this is called the Halloween Express, he asks, and you turn the wheel sharply to the left, and then you know why. God dang it, Brad.
We have 5 minutes.
Your Hollywood Express car pulls up from in front of a cottage, and the cottage door opens with a creak. You all jerk your hands up and peer at the door. You see a skeleton wearing an evil smile, and then he lunges right at you. Trick or treat, he screams as he stretches his bony hands to snatch you. You pound at the gas pedal, and the car shoots forward out of the skeleton's grasp. Your heart begins to race as the car speeds out of control. You tear through the eerie forest, speed past more cottages, but you still don't see a way out. And then comes into view a service exit. All of you have to do is stop the car, jump out, scramble through the fence, and you'll be free. You check your watch. 5 minutes till midnight. Oh no! Patty screams. Quick, turn left! Don't stop! Dude, is this gonna end or not?
No.
Yeah. You squint hard.
You go back to the boat ride.
And then it's actually
2 minutes left.
You squint hard at the road ahead of you, and you see why Patty wants you to turn. There they are, the people in the old-fashioned clothes. They don't look the same. Some have green flesh. Some are deathly white. Their rotting skin hangs from their bones. Oh, they're reaching out for you. Turn, turn, Patty yells. You spin the wheel sharply to the left to avoid them, but you can't dodge the ghostly figure that's rising above you. He's 10 feet tall, with arms so long that he scraped the ground. His mouth gapes open to reveal hundreds of black and rotten teeth. He swoops down at you. You turn your steering wheel hard to the right, too hard. It comes off of your hands. Jump, you cry. Jump or run. Run! And the three of you leap at the moving car, but are you fast enough? That depends on how good your reflexes are. Try this test to find out. Throw a ball in the air. Try and clap 3 times before you catch it. If you can do it, if you can't. Come on, Blake. You got this? All right, Blake, take it off. There you go. Dude, Blake with the agility, man.
That was really hard.
If you can do it, turn
Fuck
to page
Brad.
73.
Fuck Brad. 73.
Fuck Brad.
Your reflexes are great. You jump out fast enough and
Wow.
escape the ghost.
I
That
also-
ghost. But you didn't see the other one behind the car waiting for you. Your heart hammers around your chest as it circles you around and around. It's all right, you tell yourself over and over. It's not real. This is just a ride in the amusement park. You're still telling yourself that as the ghost plucks you off your feet. His black lips part. He opens his mouth wider and wider until it's as wide as your entrance to a cave. Then he stuffs you inside. Instantly, you feel lightheaded. Lights are all out. You peek down at your hands. You can see straight through them. You've been turned into a ghost. And your senses fade. You hear a distant bell chime 12 times. Too bad. The Carnival of Horrors will be one of your favorite haunts forever.
God damn it.
I think that was the best ending we could have gotten.
I mean, it was an alright ending.
Yeah.
All right, so where do we go back to?
Oh, I just figured that's.
We didn't make it
I
home.
don't think we should go back through the
Yeah,
whole
no.
thing. That'll take forever.
Are we trying to go back home?
Well, do you want to we can? Because I think the path that we've gone straight to so far
Hold on,
that we're
we
not
can-
getting back.
We can find the silver lining in this. We turned to ghosts, but at least Patty and fucking Brad
Are
made
also
it out
ghosts.
alive. Wait, what?
Didn't.
I thought we were the
Oh,
only
is it just
ones
me?
That yeah.
Well, wait, but Brad's alive.
Yeah, so you do lose.
Okay, go
technically.
back and click the we couldn't clap and see
Oh, we
what that
couldn't
does.
clap.
Let's just see what that does.
Yeah, we're uncoordinated fucks.
You die. Instantly.
Natural selection, you die.
All right. Well, I've lost a page, so
All right,
we'll
well,
have
we'll
to.
do bad end.
Bad ending.
Bad end.
All right. Well, we might.
That was a weird podcast.
I mean,
was
I don't
awesome.
know. I thought we figured you'd
sweating.
try it
Is
out.
the camera still going?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
If
okay.
not, we've got still at least 40 minutes of video. On
I'm
it,
sweating. So
So. Yeah, me too. I'm like.
I'm
that
not
was
good with
intense.
scary movies, and so like any of
Yeah,
the stuff I get,
I'm not good with reading.
you don't read book.
No, you don't
Just
read
one
book.
I read them before.
But
We
yeah,
should
okay.
do something like One Night Werewolf.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool to play like a game or something on
Oh,
the
is that the
podcast.
game we played at your birthday at the hotel? that
Well,
one
the
time?
regular werewolf, I think. I don't think we played One Night.
What's
so
One Night Werewolf?
It's just a
it's more of a actual board game.
Oh, okay.
It's
Gotcha.
not just a open concept game. So, all right. Well,
That was fun.
thank you. I figured it'd be kind of at least try it once, see how it goes, and then if it's like try and either use a different book or maybe like okay, let's go a different path. I don't know what this will be, but I figured this would be kind of fun.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Awesome,
Yeah,
thank you,
same.
Blake.
Okay,
Appreciate
cool.
it. But yeah, and thanks for everyone for sticking by. And I know we kind of cheated and we didn't restart totally, but it's all good. So, Blake, do you want to do your? I just figured we could just make this a Goosebumps only, or
Okay.
and
hashtag
then-
fuck Brad.
There you go.
Fuck Brad.
Just save the listener if you want to work on it. We'll do next
No,
time.
I'm ready to go, but we can do it next time.
All right, we'll save it for next time. So
Wow.
if you guys are missing
Stay
Blake's top and
tuned
bottom,
for another controversial top
and
five,
bottom.
bottom five.
there you go
with
from Blake. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day or night
Anytime.
or whenever you're listening to
Hey,
this.
thank you. You have a
Love
great
you.
day.